Friday, August 12, 1983. That's the date that some claim reality was cracked open in a secluded military base on the far tip of Long Island, New York. It's the day two brothers, thrown through time by secret experiments aboard a Navy ship, allegedly landed in Montauk's Camp Hero and stepped into the heart of one of the wildest, most controversial conspiracy theories you've probably never heard of, the Montauk Project. It's a tale packed with everything from time travel and mind control to teleportation, aliens, and secret government experiments on children. But how did a sleepy, coastal town with a long military history become the alleged site of one of the US government's darkest secrets? While it sounds like a plot of a sci-fi movie or even a show, in a way it is, the story has been sketched into conspiracy lore. This is the true story that inspired the Netflix hit series, Stranger Things. Montauk's military legacy stretches back to 1796, when its iconic lighthouse was built to guard against British attack. By 1917, during World War I, a naval air station had been set up, and during World War II, the U.S. Army constructed Camp Hero, eventually converting the base into a radar surveillance site during the Cold War. It was renamed Montauk Air Force Station before being decommissioned in 1981. Until then, it was just another base. But in 1992, everything changed. That year, a man named Preston B. Nichols self-published a book titled The Montauk Project: Experiments in Time. It wasn't just a speculative story. Nichols claimed it was real. He said he had recovered memories of his time as a researcher at Camp Hero, where top-secret government-backed experiments were being carried out. He spoke of time portals, psychic soldiers, and kidnapped children. He claimed the project was funded by Nazi gold recovered after World War II. It was a heavy story, and others began to step forward, saying they too had memories of the same thing. One of the most famous voices to come forward was Al Bielek. He claimed that in 1943 Philadelphia experiment, the Navy accidentally teleported the U.S. Eldridge and him, along with his brother, through space and time. They supposedly landed in Montauk on August 12, 1983. From there, Bielek said he joined the Montauk Project and alongside Nichols helped build something called the Montauk Chair, a machine that could amplify psychic powers and even read minds. A man named Duncan Cameron, who had extraordinary mental abilities, used the chair to open the portals to other dimensions. Nichols wrote that one experiment, the seeing eye, let Duncan see through another person's eyes if he held a lock of their hair. It sounds impossible, but strangely, the CIA actually did fund experiments in remote viewing during this time. If all this sounds familiar, it should. The creators of Stranger Things originally titled the series Montauk. The show's plot: a psychic child, secret government labs, a mysterious creature from another dimension, mirrors Nichols' book in eerie detail. But the real Montauk story gets much darker. Nichols claimed that the government abducted young boys, often runaways, orphans, or children of addicts, and brought them to Camp Hero for brutal mind control experiments. These kids, known as the Montauk Boys, were allegedly broken down with drugs like LSD, extreme temperature changes, starvation, and even near drowning, all to make them more obedient. Stuart Swerdlow, who claimed to be one of these boys, told The Sun in 2017 that the abuse was horrifying. He said boys were beaten, brainwashed, and even essayed. According to Swerdlow, some of them were used to test time travel, sent to places as far as Mars or even biblical times. Many, he said, were lost forever in space and time. Nichols claimed that the Montauk Project was finally shut down in the early 1980s, not by the government, but by its own scientists. Why? Because Duncan Cameron allegedly manifested a monster from his subconscious while in the Montauk chair. Nichols described it as big, hairy, hungry, and nasty. Different people saw different versions of the creature, but everyone agreed it destroyed everything in sight. They had to shut down the equipment to make it vanish, and afterward the entire project was supposedly buried, both literally and figuratively. The basement levels of Camp Hero, Nichols said, were flooded with cement, and everyone involved had their memories erased using MK-Ultra techniques. The real, once classified CIA mind control program that's no longer just a theory. The government insists nothing out of the ordinary happened in Montauk. The radar tower at Camp Hero still stands today, looming over the coastline like a relic of forgotten secrets. The area is now a state park, but it's still patrolled, and parts of it are off limits. Locals are skeptical but curious. There's no doubt stories have been embellished, said Paul Monty, head of Montauk Chamber of Commerce. But I don't doubt things went on during the Cold War. Even today, they don't want people in there. Documentary filmmaker Christopher Gertano, who made the Montauk Chronicles, agrees. He believes the story shouldn't be dismissed too quickly. We know the government experimented with remote viewing and mind control, so why is Montauk so unbelievable? The Montauk Project remains one of the most extreme and chilling conspiracy theories in American lore. Whether it's real, partially true, or completely fabricated, it reflects deep fears about what governments might do behind closed doors, especially when no one is watching. For now, all we have are strange books, haunting stories, and silent radar towers that still watches over the waters of Long Island. And who knows? Maybe one day, more truth will slip through the cracks of time. But what we do know is the Montauk Project is what inspired the show Stranger Things. Nightmare Files.